Welcome back to Nick at Nova Adventures. So today we are going to talk electrics. So we're going to start from the engine compartment. So as you can see, we've got this red cable running from here, fuse, and it runs down behind the battery box and in through a grommet that Berlingos have for when they make these left and right hand drive. So we've got a split charge relay. So this is the fuse that was supplied with the relay, and then this goes through a grommet down here somewhere, and then you have to take, or it's easier that you take the battery out to get access to that because it is pretty tight. And then that red cable runs all the way around here into the back and comes up through there and comes into our electric bay with another fuse you can just see here, which then on my electric system I decided to fit an isolator switch, which I turn off when Nova's not in use. And of course the leisure battery there, it's a 135 amp hour leisure battery, unfortunately lead acid. If I was to do this again, I would ditch the split charge relay and go for something like a AGM battery. They use the power better than a lead acid, but this does for what I need. And of course it's the first conversion I've done. So as you can see here, this is the isolator switch, this is the fuse box, and this down the bottom here there is the split charge relay. So I bought the kit from eBay that was already made up. All I had to do was connect the wires to the various places, and just there, as you see down there, is my negative bus connector. So that is the gubbins of the system. So I'll just take you around the back now and show you what electrics we have in Nova herself. So all my electrics then come to this point up here. I'll just run through what we've got here. Again, we've got a switch that turns the battery monitor on. It also turns the 12-volt socket on, and also the double USB 1 amp and 2.1 amp sockets, which I tend not to use, to be honest. Anyway, so coming down then, the next one we have is the lights. So these are to my LED lights, which flash. They do everything. They flash and chase and stay on. We've got red, green, blue and white. I'll show you those lights in a minute. Then obviously we've got another battery monitor here, which gives us the percentage and also the volts of the battery itself. And then you just turn that off, turn it back on. Don't think it's 100% accurate, but you know, it is what it is. And then here we have Dockio solar charge controller. So we opted for the suitcase system because I didn't want to mount anything on Nova's roof. I didn't want to cut holes in her, and I didn't want people stealing the panel. So the suitcase panel is very lightweight. It's not the best, but it charges that 135 amp hour battery really well. And I've never had any problems. And of course, if I'm away from Nova and I want to charge the battery, all I do is put that on the front windscreen and we get solar charge. So moving back here then, we have another USB port to the rear of Nova. This is a QC3 charger point, double. And the only trouble with this is when you switch the battery on, this goes live all the time. So I have to turn it off here when I don't want to use it. Okay, so these are the lights, as you see. I won't put them on flash, but you can see where they are. And then of course we've got then, for those dark winter nights, we've got an LED light up here, which is really bright. We've got one there, and if I want to do any cooking out in the underneath the boot lid, we have another one there. I'll turn that one off, turn that one off, and then let's say if we go to the light controller, we can change the color of the lights, and they're the ones that I use most, if I'm honest. For my first one, I've probably gone for overkill. There's a lot that I would change. If I had a bigger van, obviously I would do things a bit differently. More important, we've got the carbon monoxide detector there. We've also got two little pin spots here, or reading lights, and they are controlled by a switch down here. And again, they're bright. They're only 1 watt, but LED's really bright. Sorry if I blinded you there. And again, for our fridge and anything else, we've got another 12 volt output there, and that is 120 watts, that one. So it's rated quite big, that one. We do have a compressor fridge, by the way, that sits in the space down here. So I hook that up to that. What else have we got? Yeah, as well as solar charging and the split charge relay. We do take with us one of these. There we are. So again, that's up to 135 amp hour mains charger. You can either use the crocodile clips, or there are the ring connectors, but they don't fit the terminals on the battery, so that's what I use. And then underneath the front seat, we do have, just in case, this little box. I can open it up for you and show you what it is. There we are. It's a 2000 amp starter kit, in case we get a flat battery, or anybody else has a flat battery. We can help them out. Got that off eBay. And then of course, when we are hooked up to electrical hookup, we do have one of these with the RCD switch on. They're not major powerful, but you know, they do the job. I don't run anything really powerful in Nova anyway, so that's fine. And it's got the trip switch and the RCD with it as well. And that stays in Nova all the time then. So that's about it. Not much more to say than that. If you do have any questions, please put in the comments below. And if you want to see more, please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and you'll see more of what we do. So I'm going to end this one here now. It is only a quick video, and if you've got any questions, I say just put it in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.